haven't already seen, I changed my name from Quarrels and Quality Time to Sano Mom because that's exactly what I am. During this semester, I realized a family vlog was way too much with the kids and everything. It was just no. But I did find that it would be best based on, comments from my subscribers and, feedback that it would just be best to stick with my sonography experience. So my semester is over. It was actually over about a week ago. I passed. I got a B for my first semester. I'll definitely talk about what I could have done better in the rest of the video. For now, though, I'll make sure to just input some clips throughout my semester that I got in while we were scanning in the scan lab. It wasn't too many because, of course, it was our first time, so we didn't have to scan too much. But I'll talk more about that in the video. I just wanted to say thank you guys for all your support so far. I feel like I'm officially a sonography student. I know that I got accepted, but finishing my first semester just seems so real. So again, thank you guys so much. I'll input some clips and then we can get back to it. All the blabber blabber. Alright? Catch you in a little bit.
Hey guys, so I'm on my way into school. It's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Class isn't until 1 p.m. but it's exam day, so we always like to get an early start in the morning, have my breakfast. This is a cup of water. I got fruit, parfait, like those little chicken breakfast nuggets from Chick-fil-A, if you guys know. I got those for free. I really just wanted the fruit. I hear that a good breakfast, a great start, is good for exam days and things like that. I'm a little bit congested. I'm walking down the hill. We have to park all the way up there. As a student, we get no privileges. I'm nervous. My stomach hurts. That's how I feel before every exam. I just don't know if I studied enough. You study so much, you don't know if you study enough. So wish me luck. So guys, we had our first official scan lab practice. I think it was good. We had to find a sagittal view of the kidney, measure that, a transverse view of the kidney. When we measured the kidney, what was it? The anterior, posterior, and what else?
Anterior, posterior, and width.
And okay, length was in sagittal view. Length, anterior, posterior was in sagittal, and in transverse view, it was the width of the kidney. And then we had to find our inferior and
superior poles.
Yes, superior poles. What side of the monitor they're on, because that's something I definitely didn't realize I would struggle with. And then the IVC and the aorta. So I'll post some content in a little bit. Thank you. First practice for competencies. Yay! This is how it goes, guys. I'm all gelled up.
All gelled up.
Heather's doing great.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad someone thinks so. Alright, so there's that. And then, alright, good ergonomics.
Oh, look.
Which one is that?
Wait, if I go. What side is that? That's your left side, so I think that's your aorta.
Oh, nice. That's a good picture.
And then let's go to the right.
Oh wait, I think you had it. I kind of, is that it right there? You can see the liver too.
Yeah, so I have to go through the liver system.
Okay, so now that you guys got to see a little bit of our first time doing scans, I just wanted to explain a little bit of what was in the videos. So, in one of the videos, I was scanning. I found the aorta, no problem. I could not find the IVC, which is the inferior vena cava. could not find it, but that was just in the beginning. Now when I look back at it, I kind of laugh because by the end of the semester, I was like, aorta, IVC, aorta, IVC. It was like right there, perfect. Not perfect, but it was clear as day. I passed my competency in less than 20 minutes. We had to find the kidney in both views, IVC in both views, and the aorta in both views. So we had 20 minutes to do that, and I did, and they came out awesome. You guys saw both views of the kidneys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm a pretty new YouTuber, so I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys have, even later on, hopefully, when my channel does pick up. Anyway, so just to describe this semester, I would say it's going to be one of the easiest semesters. Intro to patient care. It was about wheelchair transfers. We did get CPR certified within, we had to do the dummy and all of that. We learned a lot about ethics, about HIPAA and things to do for infection control and disease control and just all of the generals. We were advised in the beginning that we would not learn how to scan in this class, and we didn't. We didn't really learn how to scan per se, like, with our specialties. For those of you who were here before know that I am a cardiovascular sonographer, or will be. So I'm a cardiovascular sonography student. So we didn't do any of the heart really, but the only thing that we did do to kind of introduce us to scanning was the kidney, aorta, and IVC, probably because those are the easiest things to find, which is like the right kidney, because the right kidney also has the liver right beside it. You can compare them. If you see the liver, that the kidney is somewhere. If you were to do the left kidney, which I tried to, play around after I kind of got the hang of the right kidney, and it was harder to find the left kidney because there's nothing to compare it to. But some people start this class and they feel like, why are we not learning to scan? But we got our hands on a transducer. We got to see, how applying pressure, feels on the wrist. Sometimes it does cause a little bit of strain depending on the weight of the patient. Or I was really gassy. I was just one of the gassy ones, and gas just causes this like frizz in the machine, and it was hard to see. So it just depends patient to patient if you get a clear view of the kidney, or you have to push a little harder or anything like that. But I was not a note card taker at all. I never took notes. I would just always read a PowerPoint or read the book and then take a test. For this class and from here on out, definitely not doing that. After seeing all the terminology we had to learn, I had to get with the flashcards. Flashcards were amazing. I'm just going and going and going. So I definitely suggest, whether you are a note card taker or you're not a note card taker, be a note card taker, because there is a lot to learn, and just looking in the book and the words are so small, sometimes it could be too difficult and you end up missing things, and then when you go to study groups, which we had study groups, and people were talking about things and I'm like, well, I didn't see that, I didn't read that, so we only had 3 exams this semester, and each exam built on the one prior. So the first exam, we had certain chapters that we had to test on, which was fine. The second exam was all of the previous information plus the chapters that we learned. And the third exam was all of the previous information plus the chapters that we learned. So it helps you to retain all the information that you're learning. It's not something where you can just study and then take the exam and just it goes off in thin air. I mean, think about it. We're going to be sonographers. All of us who are watching this, we are going to be sonographers. You're going to get into your program. We're all going to pass all of our exams. We're going to graduate and be sonographers. We have to know this stuff. We have to retain this stuff. So don't go into the program thinking, oh, I just need to pass the exam, because that's just not it. And I learned that lesson. Like I said, I ended up getting a B in the class, a 91 on my first exam, an 85 on my second exam, and an 89 on my third exam. My first exam was terminology, which is so silly. It's just so silly. I should have studied my terminology better, but again, I didn't do any note cards, so that was that problem. And then spelling actually matters. I spelled sagittal with 2 G's instead of 2 T's. It doesn't count because when you're doing your sonography report, you have to know how to spell things that you just, think that it's just going to come to you. All of a sudden, you don't know how to spell immediately. You're looking around yourself like, wow, did I pass kindergarten? Or what? Anyway, so I would definitely suggest that. It was the fastest semester of my entire life. I don't know. I just feel like you have to go in with a clear mind. You have to go in understanding that you don't know everything. Things that you think you know, you still don't know. There's always more to learn. I definitely suggest studying by yourself first and then doing a study group. If you go into a study group and you haven't studied by yourself, you're going to feel like you know nothing. You're going to be sitting there. People are going to be talking about things that you just have no idea about. They know the answers. You don't. You're going to feel really discouraged. I just highly suggest you don't do that. Study on your own. When you get together, you start to say, okay, I know this. I know this. Okay, I didn't know that, but I'll study that. But I know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll feel more confident, and you'll know that when you go home, this is what you need to study. You study it, you get another study group going later on, closer to the exam, and you realize, wow, I know this stuff. Like, I know this. You might be nervous like me. I have severe test anxiety, so no matter how well I studied, I just don't know if I studied enough. I don't know. I think that would really be it. If you have any questions, again, leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to do a Q&A based on what you guys have. I'm not sure what you guys are interested in discussing, but I passed my first semester. It's over. Next semester, we start our clinical rotation. I am super excited. There's a lot to know, a lot to do, but we can do it. We can do it, okay? So just continue to follow me on this journey. Like and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you can be notified when I post my next video. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for your patience. Bye.